Indiana University is known worldwide as a leading research and teaching institution with over 110,000 students. Its reputation precedes it. Its business school, the Kelley School of Business, is no different with over 90 years of experience. It is one of America's top business schools. So it's a great honor for me to welcome the president of Indiana University, McRobbie, and the dean of the Kelley School of Business, Idalene Kesner. Thank you so much for joining us. As I understand it, GIBS and the Kelley School of Business will be signing a memorandum of understanding.
Yes, that's correct. We're very excited about it. It's going to be a full partnership in the sense that we'll not only be able to bring graduate students here and hopefully executives here one day, but also faculty exchanges.
What is it about our continent that excites you and your students?
Well, Africa is an extraordinarily dynamic and interesting place with over 50 countries of a variety of different kinds and a number of economies that are really starting to grow dramatically. The growth and dynamism and energy of Africa is something that we would like more of our students to directly experience through study abroad in some of the fine universities in South Africa in particular. We believe it's essential for our students at Indiana University to have that international dimension to their education that they can only get by studying abroad.
What are your students' perceptions of the African continent, and what are you hoping that they will gain by attending institutions such as GIBS?
Great question. Our students really see this as a dynamic economy, growing in many ways, and they'd like to participate in learning how economies move through those growth cycles. So they're going to be interested in expanding and comparing the kinds of practices that might work in mature economies like the U.S. to what they see here in Africa.
Let's move on to some of the initiatives that you've put in. You are the 18th president of the university. You're an IT man yourself. How important is IT for education as well as research?
Oh, information technology is absolutely fundamental to every discipline in the university, from anthropology to zoology. You cannot conceive of either doing research or pursuing education in any of those disciplines today without information technology. It is really, I think, what has enabled us to take those isolated disciplinary communities and make them true global communities where everybody, no matter where they are in the world, if they have an internet connection and if they're working in one of those areas, they can participate in that whole community worldwide.
And looking at the African continent, would you say that we're lagging behind or we're on par?
The statistics I've seen, things like penetration of cell phones in Africa is really quite remarkable. I think the percentage of cell phones in some of the countries in Africa is about the highest anywhere in the world. So in some ways, I think by going straight to mobile telephony, as so many countries in Africa have, they've leapfrogged many other countries in the world and are getting all the benefits of mobile technology in a very dramatic way.
You are the first woman to lead the nationally acclaimed business school. Talk us through some of the challenges that you have faced running such an institution, and what is your message to women in business?
Okay, well, I think there are some unique ways that women oftentimes manage, and they need to make sure that they highlight their strengths and surround themselves with great people who can help them lead the school. But I do want to say that we are a part of a consortium of schools, a conference, if you will, called the Big Ten. It actually has more than 10 schools in it. Soon in 2014, they'll have 14 schools in it, and 8 of the business schools are led by women. So women have made great progress in terms of leading business schools, and I think that will be an inspiration to graduate women seeking business degrees.
Michael, could you tell us the relationship between our parent university, which is the University of Pretoria, and as well as the Indiana University? What kind of relationship is there?
Well, we've had a long-standing relationship with the University of Pretoria, but the focus of it really has been student exchanges. And as I said before, one of the key things for us is encouraging more of our students to study abroad. And so we see that relationship as being a key part of our strategy to encourage and to have more of our Indiana University students come to Africa, come to South Africa in particular, to study and use our relationship with the University of Pretoria to help bring that about.
So now, has there been an interest to come to South Africa?
There's a growing interest to come to South Africa, and there is a growing interest to come to Africa more generally in the university. We are, I should add, just in the process of establishing a new School of Global and International Studies, because at Indiana University we teach more languages than any other university in the United States, including more African languages than any other university in the United States. And we have one of the top nationally acclaimed African studies programs in the United States as well. So this I think with the recent dynamic growth in Africa and South Africa in particular, this is a wonderful time for us to be engaging a lot more vigorously with the African continent.
And where to next, Steve Scott? Now you're here in South Africa. Other countries on the African continent?
After South Africa, we're going to Kenya, and then from Kenya to Ghana. Interestingly, Ghana, we have our longest standing study abroad program with any university anywhere in the world. So I'm visiting that. I'll be the first Indiana University president to visit Ghana too.
Oh, well, I guess they'll be looking forward to having you. Thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to having some of your students being here at GIBS.
Thank you very much.